and a cloud covered the mount, and the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai. And the cloud covered it 6 days. And the seventh day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud, and the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses up there walking around in this. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and gat him up into the mount, and Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. Go to chapter 31, verse 18 in Exodus. Exodus 31:18. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. 32:9 and 10. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, that I may consume them. And I will make of thee a great nation. See, God says, look, he's made a covenant with Moses, and I'll just wipe them all out, and I'll just start over with you. Of course, Moses intercedes. 33:11. 33:11. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. Now this is not the tabernacle that's going to be made. This is just a separate tent. Tabernacle of the congregation, they call it. That's there. But this was, God has made a very specific covenant with Moses. Okay. And because of Moses' failure, I'm trying to remember where it was that happened. But anyway, hits the rock twice, and instead of asking the stone to give the water, he hits it twice and commands it to, so he destroyed the type of Christ in that. And so God said, it's all over for you, man. A lot of times you're going to find covenants are conditional. Some are not. Like last week we were talking about the Abrahamic covenant. Okay, that was not conditional. God made that covenant with Abraham and Abraham's descendants while Abraham was taking a snooze. The covenant with Moses, the covenant with Israel has some conditions in it. And we're going to come to that when we come back to this next week. But God has said, though, I'm going to see to it that it gets fulfilled. If you remember the study of the nation of Israel, and I brought, just as a reminder for it, best book I've read to date. If you want history of Israel based on the Bible, how God deals with Israel, is this book right here, Israel, a Deadly Piece of Dirt, by Peter Ruckman. I also have his, I forget how many CDs are in the set, and this whole, as he teaches what became this book, which goes really into even more stuff than what's in the book on here, but understanding the fact God has every intention of that covenant with Israel being fulfilled. And when we come into this next week, we'll talk some more about all this, how Israel keeps messing up and God has to spank them. But eventually, it's going to be completely fulfilled beginning in the millennial reign and then off into eternity. All right, we're going to stop there for this morning for sake of time. Does anybody have any questions or comments or any verses that anybody needs me to repeat for you? All right, we'll stop there with that.